So it's up to each of us to find what works for us. You know, we're all different. We all have different requirements. And most of us, and I'm including everybody in this room, most of us are overthinkers. Okay? We overthink and overanalyze everything. That's why we're tortured individuals. Get rid of that shit. Okay? Look for a good sound and hunt it down and just stick with it. Yes, Bunster? Good. Great. Great. Say that again. No, okay. Bunny's, she's a working musician. She gets out there and plays for a living, and plays because she loves to play. And so she used to have an AER, which was the amp I had before this one, right? Made by the same people. And anyway, so now she has a Hendrickson, which is a very wise amp for her to have, because she's not 21 like me. And if she's going to be loading in and out herself, she needs an amp that's smaller, lighter, and just as effective as a bigger one. She's got the right amp. The Hendrickson is a great sounding amp, right? So if that works for you, I wouldn't budge from that. If it's got a what? It's got a crackle. That may not be the amp. It may be your guitar crackling. It may be you cracking up. I'm not hearing it. There is no comparison from this amp to any other amp. This amp stands alone as the greatest amp I've ever had, right? Schertler make one that is bringing up the rear. The Schertler amp is spectacular too, right? But plugged in, this amp is much better. The Schertler's big and heavy. You don't want it. Is it what? What about it? Is it? It's the same. It's about the same as an AER. Yeah. And on what? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, so she has to find what works for her. I'm not going to tell her or anybody, go and buy one of these amps if you want to get a good sound. That's not my job. My job is to take care of my sound. Your job is to take care of your sound. Find what works for you. So let me say this too. Tomorrow night is a student concert, right? And it always amazes me after everything you've seen, witnessed, you've watched us all carefully do what we do. I've told you, make sure you got your sound together, make sure you get in tune before you come on stage, make sure that when you walk on stage, you're ready to play. Doesn't matter how many times I say that, every camp, people get up here and they're immediately going, hey, I'm going to do this, blah, 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 you ready? Oh, I've got to plug in. Where's my cable? Hang on, I'm not in tune. What's that shit? You know? What is that rubbish? Be prepared. So, my only goal when I walk up here is that I make a good sound and that I'm in tune, and when it's showtime, I'm ready. That's it. It's not brain surgery, kids. But the problem is that you're blindsided by the fact that you're just walking up on stage and you're nervous and you're going to play for all your friends and your legs are going like this. That's why we give you this experience. You need to have this experience so you can iron out all those bugs of, I'm not ready, I'm out of tune, I'm rushing, I'm nervous, blah, blah. You need to have that experience so you can get past it. Does that make sense? So please, tomorrow night, be as calm as you can. Oh, the other thing I want to tell you, and this is from deep in my heart, there's no judge and jury out here. There's no judge and jury. I walk up on stage here, and you know what? I'm expecting you to love what I'm doing. I'm expecting you to give it back to me and to understand that if I'm giving it to you from a deep place inside me, I'm playing this because I love it. And I'm not thinking for 1 second, if I make a mistake, what will they say? Who gives a shit what you say? You know, get up here and have a great time. So there you go. I just got a little excited. This gentleman had his hand up. Yes, sir.
Tommy, will you talk to us about the percussive nature of what you are doing? I'm having trouble adding the percussive, sounding like a drum set. You have everything there, the bass, lead, and then you're like a drum set too. Can you tell us about that?
You bet. Thank you. This gentleman here asked me about incorporating my kind of drum side of things. Okay, the truth is, I'm a drummer. Okay, I'm not a good drummer. I can play in time. I can play the groove. I know how to tune the drum. I know how a song works. So I have some technique that I've stolen from every great drummer I've ever seen. So I don't. You see, I don't try to do what a lot of young folks are doing now, where they're playing this like a drum machine thing going, right? And then they're fitting a song in by hammering on and tapping and doing all that. To me, it looks like a science experiment. Okay? It doesn't resemble music to me. Right? It's a science experiment to me. Okay? I don't want to do that. No, I respect it and I listen to it. But I don't want to do that. If I'm going to do a drum thing, then I want to think rhythmically, musically, and it has to fit, right? And the other thing it has to do is surprise you. So when I go into it, those of you who have never seen it before are like, holy smoke, what's this? You know? And people think, oh, I must have digital samples, man, everywhere, a computer, and I've got people under the stage running around doing stuff. That's all bullshit. I don't have any of that. I just have the mic on my guitar flat out, and I bang away on it. I'll show you. Okay. I don't have my drummer's brush today, because, you know, I don't want to give you too much this morning to think about. So the mic in my guitar is wide open. So the whole thing's alive, right? So this is a wooden box with a wooden neck on it, isn't it? With another piece of wood up here. So when I'm playing a tune, I usually do my solo at the end of Mombasa because it's an African rhythm. So I've got lots of, I've got, if I bring the mid-range up a little, you hear how I changed the sound of that? So now everything's like on 11, so. So I've got that, and then I've got like tom drums here, low tom, first rack, second rack. So it's just drummer stuff that I'm putting and using the guitar. But why am I doing all this? Because no one else does. That's it. That's it. It's all in the name of entertainment. I'm here to give you the best time of your life with whatever I've been given. And that's the end of the story. I'm only here to give you a great time, because when you have a good time, holy smoke, do I feel good. So, thank you. All right. Are we having any fun yet? I am so thrilled and so proud to have a guy who's been a hero of mine for a long, long time. And all those photos of him with his pink hair. Well, he actually had blonde hair, but there were pink lights on it. I joked with him about it one day. But he's an amazing artist. Let's get him up here. Peter Frampton. Come on, Peter.